Before you even eat breakfast today, you may have already raised your blood sugar for the entire morning, and it has nothing to do with food. There are 5 drinks sitting in most kitchens right now. 3 of them are quietly working against your blood sugar before you've even had breakfast. 2 of them are genuinely helping, and the label on the bottle almost never tells you which is which. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which ones to pour out, and which one costs about as much as a cup of coffee that could actually be doing you good. Welcome back to Forever Young Health. If you've watched our other videos, you know we don't do fear for the sake of clicks. Just real, honest information explained simply. Today, we're ranking 5 common morning drinks, worst to best, for blood sugar. And along the way, I'll walk you through exactly why some drinks spike you and others don't, using one simple idea that will make this whole topic click into place. Here's the one idea to hold on to for this whole video. Think of your liver like a sink with a drain. When sugar enters your body slowly, with fiber or protein alongside it, it drains out steadily, no problem. But when sugar hits your system fast, with nothing slowing it down, it's like turning the faucet on full blast. The sink fills up faster than it can drain. That backup is what a blood sugar spike actually is. Some morning drinks turn the faucet on full blast before you've even started your day. Others barely turn it on at all. Let's go through them. Before we rank them, let me tell you about someone I'll call Linda, a composite of a pattern we hear about, often from viewers just like you. Linda was 63 and her morning routine hadn't changed in 20 years. A glass of orange juice, a cup of coffee with flavoured creamer. Nothing dramatic, just habit. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why a small, deliberate swap in that routine can matter more than people expect. And it's not the swap most people think. Before we go further, I want to be really clear about something important. This video is for general education only. It's not personalized medical advice, and it doesn't replace guidance from your doctor, especially if you're managing diabetes or prediabetes with medication. A couple of the drinks we'll discuss today can interact with certain medications, and I'll flag those clearly when we get there. But please don't make any changes to your diabetes management or medications based on this video alone. With that said, let's get into the ranking. Let's start with the most common one, a glass of orange juice. Whole oranges have fiber that slows sugar absorption, but juice strips that fiber away entirely. What's left is concentrated fruit sugar hitting your bloodstream fast. Remember the sink metaphor? This is the faucet on full blast, first thing in the morning, before you've eaten anything else to slow it down. Research consistently links regularly drinking sugar-sweetened beverages, including fruit juice, with a higher, long-term risk of blood sugar problems. If you enjoy orange juice, a small glass alongside real food, not on its own, on an empty stomach, is a much gentler way to have it. This one catches people off guard because it doesn't feel like a sugary drink. It feels like coffee. Flavoured creamers, sweetened lattes and bottled coffee drinks often carry as much sugar as a can of soda, just dressed up differently. The coffee itself isn't the problem here, it's what's been added to it. A vanilla latte from a coffee shop can carry more added sugar than most people would ever knowingly pour into a cup. The fix isn't giving up coffee, it's what you put in it. Here's the one that surprises people most because it's marketed as the healthy choice. Many bottled smoothies and juice blends are made from fruit with the fiber blended down to almost nothing, sometimes with added sugar on top. The label says made with real fruit, and that's technically true, but a blended drink with the fiber structure destroyed behaves in your body much more like juice than like whole fruit. Same faucet on full blast effect, wearing a health food costume. If any of those 3 sounded like your usual morning, that's exactly why this video exists. So hit that like button It genuinely helps this reach someone else who could use it. Here's a simple one for the comments. Which of these 3 is part of your regular morning? Just leave the name of the drink. I read every comment, and they tell me what to cover next. If you know someone who starts every morning with a glass of juice out of habit, share this with them. Sometimes hearing it explained simply changes a 20-year habit faster than we'd expect. And if you're new here, subscribe to Forever Young Health. We cover real, practical health topics like this every week, made specifically for adults 60 and up. Now, here's what actually helps. Green tea contains compounds called catechins, which several studies link to modestly improved insulin sensitivity and steadier blood sugar levels. It's gentle, it's simple, and it costs very little. The instruction here is almost embarrassingly easy. Unsweetened. Hot or iced, doesn't matter, but the moment honey or sugar gets added, you've undone a meaningful part of the benefit. If you want a little natural flavour, a slice of lemon works well without adding sugar. This one surprises a lot of people because coffee has an unfairly mixed reputation. Research, including a large study following thousands of adults, found that people who drank 2 or more cups of black coffee daily had measurably better insulin sensitivity than those who didn't. The coffee itself isn't the villain in most people's morning. It's almost always what gets added to it, which brings us right back to that sweetened latte from a few minutes ago. Black, or with a small splash of plain milk, is where coffee's real benefit shows up. The flavoured syrup and sweetened creamer is where it quietly disappears. One important caution here: if you take certain medications, particularly some blood pressure or heart medications, caffeine can interact with how you feel or how your body responds. This isn't a reason to fear your coffee, Si. It's simply a good, easy question to ask your doctor or pharmacist at your next visit, especially if you've never asked before. I want to mention one more because you'll see it everywhere: a small amount of apple cider vinegar diluted in water before a meal. Some research links this to modestly reduced blood sugar spikes after eating, likely due to its acetic acid content. But here's the caution that matters more than the benefit. It must be diluted. Undiluted vinegar can genuinely damage tooth enamel and irritate the throat and stomach lining over time. And if you take insulin or certain diabetes medications, vinegar can affect blood sugar in ways that need to be coordinated with your treatment, not layered on top of it without your doctor knowing. This one is optional, and it's the one I'd most encourage you to run past your doctor first, simply because it interacts most directly with medication. Remember Linda, with her orange juice and flavoured creamer every morning for 20 years. Here's what a version of this story often looks like: swapping the orange juice for a piece of whole fruit later in the day, and slowly weaning the flavoured creamer down until the coffee was closer to black. No dramatic diet, no giving anything up entirely. Just 2 faucets turned down instead of on full blast every single morning. This is the part that matters most. It's rarely one big change. It's usually 2 small, boring, repeatable ones. I want to say this plainly: no single drink swap is a magic fix. And if you're managing diabetes with medication, that management still matters more than anything in this video. What today's video is really about is noticing the invisible things. The habits so old, they don't even register as choices anymore. Like a glass of juice you've had every morning for decades. Sometimes just seeing it clearly is what makes a change feel possible. Here's the full ranking, one more time, working against you: orange juice and fruit juice, sweetened coffee drinks, sweetened bottled smoothies; working for you: unsweetened green tea, black coffee. With a caution to check medication interactions. Worth asking your doctor about first: diluted apple cider vinegar. None of this requires an overnight overhaul. just one honest look at what's actually in your cup tomorrow morning. Here's something we didn't get to today. The drink itself is only half the picture. What you eat in the first 30 minutes after waking up matters just as much, maybe more. And there's one breakfast mistake that quietly undoes even a perfect morning drink. That's the next video. If you want to see it, make sure you're subscribed, because we'll be covering exactly what to eat and what to avoid in that first half hour. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this gave you one small thing to look at differently tomorrow morning, that's exactly why I make these videos. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.